What's up guys, how y'all doing? Cosmic Carry here, bringing another World of Tanks video, and I fully appreciate that this is another medium video. In the second gameplay I'm going to discuss my infatuation with medium tanks and my philosophy, etc, etc. But in the meantime, let's commentate, and as you can see, we've loaded into Halluf. Nice bit of matchmaking. There's only a few tier 10s on each team, so big positive there. And M48 Patton, tier 10 American medium. Love this tank. Mr. Trouble Dines there, signaling me, follow me, follow me. Yeah, it happens quite often. I get recognized and all that good stuff, which is nice. I get a lot of GGs, and I got negative messages, once in a blue moon, I would say. But very nice community, you know, World of Tanks and all that good stuff. M48 Patton, fantastic tank. All you got to remember is that the very nicely angled armor, very weak armor, but nicely angled at the front. Big tumor on top of the turret, keep that into consideration. But fantastic gun depression. So this area here is just a classic area for mediums that have really decent gun depression. This is not like E50M territory, most definitely, but like STB1 and I can only mention the tags that I do have, like the Batcher. This wouldn't work. The gun would be pointed much higher, and in order to get this angle, I'd have to push much further, and I'll be exposing my tank more. So yeah, so one piece of body in play, and IS-8. I decided to go for what I think that was the Super Pershing. I'm not sure. It's scooted past, so get a nice shot in, and I'm trying to find the perfect little dip in the terrain. You can see he's kind of messing with me. It's kind of lifting my gun up, and at the same time I'm kind of watching when the IS-8 is shooting. And keep in mind, in this game I believe I do not have Sixth Sense. I think I don't have Sixth Sense. And Pershing, oh, it was a Pershing, my bad, it was a Pershing. I managed, he kind of chickens out and pulls back, and managed to get a second shot into him. And here we go with the SDI. Can I get a shot into him real quick? Manages an ammo rack, damages me, pens me once, but we're good, we're good. This IS-8 is in a very weak position. He's kind of caught like a deer in the headlights, so to speak, and we do have artillery in play, so you know he's exposed to that. Where I'm positioned right now, you know, artillery is not going to touch me, so we're good. And just being cautious, waiting for that right moment to strike, to push forward, waiting for that right moment. And there we go. You know, he gets taken out. The Death Star manages to take out the SD8. Pardon me, the IS-8. And we're good to go. Keeping them, you know, keeping an eye on what's on my left. Is there anything down there? Can I scoot in and take a shot into the rear of the SDI? How many are to my left? I'm not sure. And there we go. Perfect. Place the shot, get the kill. No problema. Nice bit of effective shutting down of this entire flank. And artillery has decided to come up here, shotgun people, I'm guessing, which is fantastic, which is wonderful. You know, it means he's going to be taken out pretty soon, so it's one less thing you need to worry about. It's always great when artillery gets taken out, you know, 4 minutes into the game. I mean, who could ask for more? That's always a great thing. So pulling up here, everybody's kind of scooting around to get the kill. Who's going to get the kill? M103, and he gets taken out, and we are good to go. We're moving on to the enemy base, and again, keep in mind I don't have Sixth Sense, and at the same time the enemy have done exactly the same thing. And this is kind of another situation where, you know, I could have went and capped the base along with my teammates, and truth be told, I was anticipating for somebody to go and at least start the cap. You know, I was anticipating that, and then but up ahead, I'm like, I'm really not in the mood to, you know, tangle with the Jagdpanzer. I'm really not in the mood to end this game, you know, get a win by capping. So I decide, okay, we need to go back to our base, defend the base, take out the enemies, and etc, etc. Just have a good game, play World of Tanks, tanks versus tanks. And I'm not sure, were they hesitant behind me due to the fact there was a full health Jagdpanzer E100. Again, keep in mind, you know, there were only a few tier 10s. You know, maybe my compadres were tier 8s. I don't know. So you get a nice shot into the Conqueror E5. He's an important candidate to be assassinated, to be taken out as soon as possible. I mean, it's an E5. It's one of the few tier 10s that are in this game. So with my fantastic view range, you know, I managed to take him out. I'll move up here to kind of respot him. There he is. He's on just above half health, but he's having a lot of problems getting up this hill. Possibly he might have engine trouble, I don't know, damaged engine. But I say, okay, he's important, he needs to be taken out. I was thinking here at this present moment, we got time. I was hoping the enemy team wouldn't cap our base. They would come and fight me, so to speak, square off against me, so to speak. And you know, it is what it is. An Object 410, tier 8, brand new Russian medium, and he managed, and this is like where it all went pear-shaped, where that was the crucial moment where everything changed. He got a shot into my engine, and I'm faced with the prospect of going up this steep hill. They're capping our base, and my engine is damaged, and you know, I've slowed down to just a crawl, and there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do, you know. And I decided, okay, I'm just gonna go for this Object 416, 410, whatever the heck it is. And yeah, I wasn't hopeful. I was looking at my compadres. What are they doing? No, same thing. They, you know, slowly crawling up the hill towards our base, but it wasn't going to work out. It wasn't going to work out. Finally reach the Object out. I get a shot into him, and it's all too little, too late. So I coulda, shoulda, woulda. We could have pushed on and capped the base, but most definitely, you know, I wouldn't have uploaded that game to YouTube, so to speak. I've got 4k damage, a defeat. What can I say? It was a GG, but it was a defeat. So anyhow, I'll keep you guessing to the end. And with this game, because I'm not going to commentate over it, and but there is a big facepalm moment on my behalf right at the end. But it is a GG. It is a great game. But I wanted to discuss my philosophy on mediums, because recently I've been playing in nothing but mediums. I think as I'm doing this commentary, it is my third day of playing in nothing but mediums. I'm doing the T95, the M103. But I was about to unlock the tier 8 Russian heavies, the Soviet heavies, and I decided no, you can see I get ammo right very easily in this tank. I just got, I think the final straw, and was playing in my E100 on Abbey, and I managed to flank all the way around to the base. I didn't see any enemies, and I didn't manage to get one single shot off, and the game ended. It was a defeat, and I was right at the bottom of the leaderboard, 0-0-0-0, and I was playing in some other tanks, and I just got fed up of the inadequacies of these quote-unquote specialized tanks. You know, the Waffenträger with you know, 1 minute reload, the E100 with its slow mobility, the T95 with its also slow mobility, the M103 with its weak hull armor, you know, all these tanks, they got such big negatives, and if you don't play them just right, you're gonna get a bad game, and it's simple as that. But I realize when I play in my mediums, when I play in my medium tanks, I have fantastic game after fantastic game. They're not necessarily, you know, win-win situations, but they are just like these two games. They're fantastic games, regardless of the fact whether or not they're defeats or victories. There is so much enjoyment to be had, me speaking personally, from playing mediums. I absolutely love playing mediums. It is the only time where on World of Tanks where I will consistently have fun. I will consistently have fun. And not only that, they're the only class that kind of give me an adrenaline boost. You know, no other tank, you know, the TDs, you're sitting in the back, you're waiting for that perfect shot. Heavies, almost like battleships, you know, slow lumbering beasts. You're moving at this slow pace, you're moving the turret at this slow pace. But with the mediums, the adrenaline is just there, and not only that, you just feel like you're contributing to the battle so much, because you can go to this flank and to that flank, and you're shutting down flanks, and you're sniping, and you're brawling, and you're ramming, and you're doing so much in a medium tank, and it's so rewarding to play. And I'm never let down by lack of speed. I'm never let down by lack of armor, maybe in the STB1. And I'm never caught out in the open, you know, like a weakly armored TD, all of a sudden I'm overrun. You know, I can always give as good as I get, kind of thing, if I'm caught out in the open, or, you know, overrun, etc, etc. There's always options, basically, when you're in a medium tank. And basically, for the past 3 days, I've been playing nothing but mediums, and it's just been fun. Bottom line, it's just been fun. I've been having a blast. I'm loving playing just the mediums. Of course, I'll come back to the TDs and the heavies and the scats and the this and that, but for now, I'm on this, pardon me, strict diet of medium tanks. And I don't know, I guess I'm gonna give it a week and we'll take it from there. But yeah, I'm gonna start working on the Soviet mediums, and currently working on the British mediums, but I'm absolutely loving my time in these medium tanks. Absolutely loving. Funnily enough, even though I'm having these fantastic games in my M48 Patton and my E50M, yet to achieve mastery badges in either of these tanks. Yet to receive mastery badges. I haven't got a clue what the dealio is there. 95% yes, but yet to receive any kind of mastery badges. Very weird. So anyhow, I hope you guys get my explanation. Consider mediums if you've never played them before, and give them a shot. It's a bit of a learning curve, but it's very, very rewarding and tons of fun to boot. Take it easy. Adios, muchachos.